Okay, now we look at question 15. This is the MCQ question from page 7. So this video we will cover the MCQ question from page 7 and page 8. Okay, so let's begin. So this few questions seems to like covering the speed time graph and how would you interpret it. So first, the context, the question is telling you that the driver is at constant speed. So constant speed, we will be expecting something like that. That means at any time the speed is the same. So A seems to be correct, B seems to be correct, C is definitely wrong because it is showing the object from a high speed slowing down to a stop. D is also wrong because it is showing an object from rest, okay, and then it is speeding up to a certain high speed, so it shows acceleration. So let's continue reading, and then we say that there's a brake being applied. So if there's a brake being applied, I would expect a certain slowing down. So if we look at A, I do see a slowing down. B, I also see a slowing down. So it says that undergoing uniform acceleration. So in this case, I think it refers to uniform deceleration. That means a uniform slow. And then it says that it comes to rest sometime later. So sometimes means that there's certain delay for the speed to actually for the car to slow down. It didn't say immediately. If it says stop immediately, it will be like B, from a high speed immediately drop to speed equals to 0. So this is stop immediately for B. So I think the answer is A, because it shows you that the car, when it applies the brake, it does slow down to a stop after certain time. And it also show you that down here that the gradient is actually uniform or constant. So it actually agrees with this word over here. Now in the next question, you'll see a speed time graph, and it is a curve, so it is a bit more challenging. So down here, let's look at the question first. You want to find the magnitude. Magnitude is a big word for some of you. Basically, it means the number that is involved, the size. Okay, so we want to find uniform acceleration. So in another word, I need to identify which part of this speed time graph is giving me uniform acceleration. So like I said it many times, in speed time graph, we look for two things, either the gradient or the area. Okay, so acceleration is given by the gradient of your graph. So we want to find uniform acceleration. In another word, we also want to find is uniform gradient. Uniform gradient means a straight line. So a straight line would be something like this. So this yellow part here seems to be straight line, especially this part to this part. So to find the gradient, I need to read the coordinate. So if I read this coordinate, it will be 2, 10. If I read this coordinate, it will be 3, 20. So to find your gradient, I would apply the formula y2 minus y1 x2 minus x1. So now I just need to substitute the things inside, and I would get the answer 10. So that's how I solve the question. Okay, next MCQ in the next page. It is about understanding of motion. So here it says that the object is undergoing constant speed. Constant speed means that your acceleration is 0. And now they are asking you, why must a force be applied to change its motion? Well, that is because the object has inertia. Okay, in order for you to actually cause changes in motion, you will definitely need a force. And inertia means that there's a certain reluctance for object to actually naturally change its motion. Okay, so if you do not know what is inertia, I suggest you ask your teacher, and then in class they may give you a better explanation.